G'day there guys, it's your main man Markee, back at it again with some r/older-than-you-think-I-am. Buckle up your seatbelts and FBI open up, cause you're about to go to jail, you bloody pedophile. Old enough to be pregnant? I was 27 at the time, but my baby face looked about 12 to 15 years old. I was about 7 months pregnant with twins. My belly was so huge compared to the rest of my 5'3" body. I spent the last 3 months on bed rest. One day, my mum wanted to take me out shopping to cheer me up, but we had to use the wheelchair since I couldn't comfortably walk with my giant belly. We were having a great time, and she was wheeling me around the mall when an older woman approached us. She looked me up and down, looked disgusted, and asked, "How old are you?" I was confused why she would be asking me that and just replied, "Huh?" My mum quickly replied, "She's 27 and married," in the same judgy tone as that woman. She quickly wheeled me away as we both gave her the stink eye. The look on that woman's face when she realized how rude she was. "It's okay, sweetie, we won't let him hurt you." And complimentary Red Bulls, only for 16 and up. I just discovered this sub and would like to mention that this is not my story. My stories actually usually migrate towards people thinking I'm much older than I am. Someone thought I was 30 when I was 18. This is the story of a friend's wife. Now, at the time of us meeting these two, they were both well into their 30s. However, his wife had always had a problem with being viewed as much younger than she actually was. Always. The go-to story to prove this was when they visited a hotel shortly after their wedding. They got married in their early 20s, and ironically, he was a number of months younger than her. Checking into a hotel for some alone time, he, let's call him Doug, is held up at the front desk while she, let's say Carly, is escorted away by a member of the staff. Once safely out of earshot, the questioning begins, mostly along the lines of, "Do your parents know you're here? Do you want us to call the police? Are you here under duress?" Needless to say, when she finally showed her ID, they were a little embarrassed, although not entirely convinced. The true kicker came 10 years later or so, when they were assisting with a local parade. There was a group there handing out free Red Bulls. Carly, of course, being the mother of 3 5 to 11-year-olds, and having to wrestle with them all day, decides she could use the extra energy. "So sorry," says the Red Bull guy, "but we can only hand these out to people 16 and over." Not even 21, not even 18, but a 30-something-year-old woman toting around 3 kids, mistaken for a not even 16-year-old. I'd have to think of what kind of mental math he was doing when she mentioned those were her kids. The worst part, no ID this time, so she never got her free Red Bull. Whoa, jeez. He still denied her it. Oh my god. You're gonna need to bring your parents. So, I have been looking for a gym to join, since I want to get in shape. I am 20 and female, but I still live at home because of my current studies. Because of this, my dad offered to pay for my membership, because he's gonna pay for my younger brother's membership as well. So, me and my dad went to check out a gym nearby. My dad came with to check out prices and other practical stuff. As we got there, we were greeted by a lady around late in her 20s. The lady's like, "Hi, what can I help you with?" My dad's like, "Hi." She wants to start working out, and we were wondering about prices. "Sure, how old are you?" "I'm 20, I'm also a student at the moment." "Ah yes, then we got the student price." My dad says, "Do you guys also have a family pack or something? Cause my last gym had that kind of deal." "Ah yes, we got a great deal where 5 people in a family can get a membership for a great price." They start discussing prices and stuff before my dad started asking if they did a trial thing. The lady started talking about this free tryout hour, where I could show out and try the facilities for an afternoon. "So you could come in Tuesday and I'll write down a note here that you'll be here." "Great, and then I can just buy a membership here if I like it?" "Yeah, but you'll need to just bring your dad with you." She then stopped for a second, turned red, and the look of terror was very visible. No, you were 20. My bad. I kinda just smiled and thanked her and walked out with my dad, and lost it with laughter when I got out. Not the first time, and definitely not gonna be the last time. No, my mum isn't with me. So I went to the emergency response for a raging dental abscess. I was starting to feel really off and thought I might have been heading towards sepsis. Didn't though. Hey! God, you're so lucky, OP. So lucky. I walk up to the receptionist and she asks if I'm checking in by myself. Weird, but yes. I get called to the back and the nurse starts to ask me questions. Eventually, she asks me where my mum went and why I'm alone. My jaw drops. See, I'm wearing scrubs. The ER I went to for the hospital is the one that I work for. I'm in uniform, my badge with my name, title, and photo clearly visible. I'm stunned. I'm almost 30. She thought that I was 12. I'm not skipping school. This happened several years ago. I've always been told I look very young. I'm 31 and still get carded for everything. It's flattering, really? Well, when I was 25 or 26, I decided to go to my friend's place. I was without a car at the time, so I took the city bus. It led off about 4 blocks from her house. I got off the bus and walked about half a block, and I was stopped by a police officer. He said, "Did school let out early today?" And I said, "I wouldn't know, I graduated years ago." He asked for some identification, so I handed him my ID. I guess he was still skeptical because he took it to his car to run it and make sure that it was legit. When he was finished, he handed it back to me and told me to stay safe. The good old illegal stop and ask for papers for no reason. Love that, coppers, love that. No, I will not need a kids menu. This happened a few years ago. I was 22 at the time. I was out for dinner with my parents and brother. We were waiting to be seated and suddenly hear our names called. So we go up to the podium. The hostess looked to be in her early to mid-20s, probably not much older than I was. She looked directly at me and said in a sing-song voice, the way you'd speak to a child, "Would you like the kids' menu, sweetie?" I'm pretty non-confrontational, so I just said, no, a regular menu is fine. My mum, on the other hand, was apparently very offended on my behalf and told the hostess, no, but she'll take a drink menu. The woman was stunned. She told me later she thought that I was 12 years old. I will admit, I'm pretty young looking, but I usually get anywhere from 16 to 18. So that was a first. Landlord thinks I'm my stepfather's brother. So I used to live in this crappy little rental house owned by 2 Indian guys. He lives in the house right across the street from us, so every now and again he will occasionally drop in to check in on things. Make sure we haven't cut a giant stack of wood in the backyard and left it there for the next renters to clean up all summer. You know who you are, but I digress. For background, people say my stepfather and me look alike, but I disagree. For one, he's big both ways. He's both fat, yet could probably own you in a fight. He has a big bushy beard, and at the same time, I had a slim baby office worker looking face, and incredibly skinny. So I'm doing the dishes, and one of the landlords comes in and starts talking to my father. I give him a nice glance, and he asks, "Is he your brother?" We say no. We get all the stuff he wanted to taken care of, and that was that. Not much, but always a fun one. How can you mistake someone like that? I don't understand. 2 huge different body types. I guess if I was in the landlord's shoes, I'd be like, this is really weird. I guess stepbrother, brother angle? It's whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm liking these different topics. Tell me what you guys thought of it down to the channel. I really appreciate it. If you could drop me a like, comment, or subscribe, it would really help the channel grow a bit more. I know it's not too big right now. I would love to just make this community a lot bigger than it is, and I want to get to like 10,000 subscribers. It would be great, you know, like iNabber right now, he's going for 500,000. Let's see if we can beat him, guys. That would be epic. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.